Hello, welcome back to Salty Sunshine Book Club. Hi, Brianna. It's Lisa and Brianna.
Hello.
So, we finally finished our September October book. Sorry for the delay, guys. We're trying our best over here. Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintera. What did you think, Bree Bree?
I thought it was actually very good. Lots of twists and turns, and you didn't really know who it was going to be. And like at some point, you thought it was her, and then you didn't. And yeah,
It's
did not expect the
definitely
ending.
it's definitely a good read. It's definitely like one of those books like you pick up because you want to finish it. Like, if for whatever reason, there's good stories, but whatever the way they write it and stuff, it doesn't like have that effect. This one definitely was a quick read as far as I'm concerned. I don't know about, it's a book you want to finish. Like it was good. What did you rate it?
Out of what, five?
Yeah,
Solid four.
me too. I give it a 4. I give it a 4. So basically, this is a book based in Texas. The main character is Lucy. She years and years ago woke up with a blood on her hands and confused and forgot about how she got there with her best friend Savvy that was killed. Years later, she ends up in another town. She has a boyfriend and basically a podcaster named Ben sparks up the case again and he wants to get down to the bottom of who actually killed Savvy. Is that how you say her name? I think so, Savvy.
Yeah.
And then Savvy, nobody was ever convicted of her murder, so it's kind of an open case. Everyone is under the assumption that Lucy killed her. And Lucy herself doesn't know if she killed her, but she was never charged and never convicted. So that's where the book starts. Um, it's interesting because do you remember a movie called What Lies Beneath with Michelle Pfeiffer?
Uh, no.
Let me tell you, it's one of the best movies ever. It's like on my top 10 for sure. It's her and I forgot the guy's name, like a really famous guy, Harrison Ford, I think. It's kind of the same vibe. She had a traumatic experience with her husband and she doesn't remember and has kind of like amnesia and she gets haunted by the ghost of the woman the husband killed. And throughout the thing, it she can't let it go and she gets to the bottom of it and her memory starts to come back.
Oh, so it's kind of like Savvy Awakening.
It's kind of like it's giving that vibe. I think that's why I liked it so much because it was really good. I love that movie too. So yeah, so then Lucy, I think it's so funny because Lucy at the beginning of the book, she kind of felt like a little losery. Like she find it
Yeah.
like her vibe was a little losery. She was like so negative and she didn't like her boyfriend and she was only there because he would have her and she didn't think he really liked her and she hated everything. And so when she got fired, basically let go from her job because of all the rumors of the fact that she might have killed her best friend back in the day, she like breaks up with the boyfriend and goes back home for a little bit. um, but the turn is apparently everybody wanted Lucy, so she must be a hot piece of ASF.
Okay, yeah. We had no idea. Like she was actually kind of cool and hot, and everyone wanted her.
But she doesn't seem like a cool, hot girl when you first read about her. Like she just
Right.
seems like a self-deprecating, sarcastic pain in the ass, like
Well,
whatever
she
looking
probably
girl.
is, but she's probably hot and self-deprecating.
Yeah, it was just funny because you're like, wait, why does everybody want Lucy? I didn't think she was so hot, but okay.
Right.
Um, all right, so then she goes back home. She has her mother and father. And then she has a grandmother. Her grandmother sold her house that was paid for to live in a small, tiny home.
Right. I mean, that's just her vibe. Her grandma kind of doesn't care about anything. Kind of just
Well,
doing her.
yeah, but there's chatter online that maybe do we think the grandmother Beverly sold her house so she can pay Ben to reopen the case for her granddaughter?
Oh,
Like, why would she do that?
okay. Y'all are just crazy. I think she just wanted a smaller space. A bunch of old people do that. Why would they want a big house? Like it's just them. So she
But
got a
she also
smaller space.
orchestrated this meeting with Ben
Right.
and made this whole lie about her birthday to get Lucy to come home.
Yeah. I mean,
So
maybe, but
So Lucy was married before she left town, and before her friend was before her friend was murdered. She was married to Matt. Apparently, Matt was a jerk, not the best husband.
Right.
He was cheating on her back then, but did she? I don't think she knew that until later on. But he was
Right.
abusive. But he was
He's
definitely
abusive.
abusive. So what happens is the story that they tell her that she knows is that they were at a party that night. Then she leaves with her friend Savvy, and then Savvy somehow gets murdered, and they think it's her because they don't have answers. They don't know what happened.
Hmm.
So slowly but surely, she starts to engage with her old friends, and reluctant at first with the podcaster Ben. Then she starts to talk to him eventually, and she starts to cooperate and dig deeper into the story. So, you know what I thought was interesting? Lucy's parents, her parents, they thought she killed the friend too,
Um, yeah,
and
I
they
know that's
never
the whole part of the ending. That
yeah,
Lucy's parents.
they never stuck up for her, and they never they kind of thought she did it, but they were just protecting her, but they still thought she did it.
Well, because of what they heard from Matt.
Okay, one of my
Matt
questions,
saw that she was there and was holding a bloody tree branch. That's what they heard
but
from him.
but they withheld evidence, and that's why they were arrested at the end of the book.
Right?
And the evidence is that guy, what's his name, Nelson? What
Emmett?
was I'm sorry, Emmett. They withheld the fact that they knew Emmett was at the crime scene, and Matt also never told that he knew Emmett was at the crime scene.
Right. Because Emmett was obviously lying because he's the one who killed them. And then, um,
But why didn't
and then
Matt or the
Matt,
parents ever tell the police?
because hello, do you know what? Hello? Because they thought Lucy did it.
But whether they thought Lucy did it or not, the police should still know all the people that were there.
Right? But Matt didn't want to say he was there because then he's the one who remembers. So then he would have to say what he saw.
Interesting. Well, anyways, the fact that Lucy had this intrusive thoughts in her head, I thought was hilarious. Like,
Well, I thought that means like she did it, you know?
right. Some people said that you could take it as like that's her real thoughts because those are her memories and her real thoughts.
Right.
Um, but I can relate to that because sometimes I look at people and I'll have an intrusive thought, just splitting your head wide open, for pissing me off.
Right.
I thought it was funny.
No, it is funny. And it made me think that she did it. Um,
She's she's just standing there. She's like, I could
yeah,
just
I'm just
like
like,
get
maybe
this knife
she's
and split you in half.
right. So I'll get that lamp and bash over your head.
I love it. I love that.
I know.
Oh my god, I thought that was so funny. Like I
It
really
was
liked her
funny.
character. I really liked her character.
Yeah, she
Um,
was very odd but funny and like self-deprecating.
but going back and forth with all the people involved, I was most shocked that Savvy had a boyfriend. Her best friend had a boyfriend back in the day. His name was Colin. And it turns out that Colin was sleeping with Lucy's mom, Kathleen.
Right. So I didn't expect the mom to get dragged into this.
And the mom doesn't sound very fun. So that was like a really fun thing to do to have like an affair with a young ass child.
Right. Um,
She
they're
seems very
like,
serious.
right. Yeah, she seems like uptight.
Yeah. The mom, Kathleen, seemed very uptight, unlike her mother, Beverly, the grandmother.
Right. But
So,
yeah, didn't expect that. And then so did you ever think that the mom did it?
did I ever? No, I never thought the mom did it.
Who
I
was it like you
definitely,
thought maybe did it?
I thought it was Lucy or Matt.
Okay, yeah, I definitely thought maybe Matt. And then at one point I was like, oh, maybe this is Nina. But no, that was quickly squashed.
Why did you think it would be Nina? Because she liked Matt? Or she was
Um,
having an affair with Matt?
yeah, I felt like more things were gonna come up about it, but yeah,
Yeah. It's so funny. It's a typical adult friend group. Everybody like incestuous and hooking up with each other.
right. Well, it's small town activities.
Well, I think that happens in most like adult those friend groups that like hang out a lot. It's bound to happen.
Right.
So yeah, I think I thought it was Matt most of the time if it wasn't Lucy. But it was a big twist to when Emmett came in, and it's like, of course, typical guy getting his little fragile ego hurt, and he goes and does something stupid.
It's always the guy who claims he's like the nice guy, you know, or
Yeah.
who you think is the nice guy.
Do you think Lucy's ex-husband really loved her? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I think it's one of those toxic loves where like they really do care for you in a sick and twisted way, but almost like you're their property. But he was trying to like cover for her, so he must have.
And he still wanted to hook up with her years later when she was back in town.
Well, hook up, whatever. Guys will hook up with anything, but
No, but he was like, I missed you, like blah blah blah.
right, the fact that he still wanted to protect her at the end.
But his new wife, which he was getting divorced with, Julia, said that he was abusive to her too. So he obviously is like a physically abusive kind of guy.
Okay, did I know you that like Lucy didn't admit that he was abusive to her, even though that girl admitted it?
Why did she not admit it? I do remember she didn't, but what was her reason?
She just like didn't want people knowing.
She didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, like they would ask her, and she was just like, "Well, that sounds like their relationship. Like that wasn't what I was a part of." So
Yeah, I don't
kind of
know
like
why.
I don't know, it was kind of icky. But I guess like I don't know, it's embarrassing for her.
I think she said a reason. Maybe it was embarrassment, but I forgot what it was.
But also like if he was the killer, that's important information.
Right.
Yeah, like
Can you
he's
imagine
abusive.
losing your memory after something like that would drive me nuts, not knowing what happened.
Yeah, and the fact that if she would just like tried to remember, she didn't have to deal with this for 5 years.
Not only that, having those intrusive thoughts, I would be like, am I capable of this? Am I going to kill somebody one day? Like,
Right.
you
Like,
know?
do I just black out, snap, kill someone, and then forget about it?
You know what I didn't understand? The part of the book that's Savvy's big secret at the end that she had killed a man before, and that's why she was so willing to kill Matt
Right.
when they were young. Who did she kill?
They talked about it like at the bar when they were drunk, how she killed some guy who was like trying to get in her pants and he
Yeah.
was like said no and then she had to kill him because he was forcing himself on her.
Yeah, she was dead serious when she was telling Lucy, like, let's kill your husband. He's a piece of garbage. Like, she wanted to go through with the plan.
Oh, 100% she would have done it.
And then Lucy was like, did she think she was kidding or she's just best friends with a girl that's like a murderer?
Oh no, I she knew.
Yeah,
She knew.
that's
I
wild.
wonder if she would have never died, then maybe they would have gone to jail because she would have come back.
I know.
Like she probably would have gone through with it. Actually, it was
Lucy,
kind of sad hearing like when she got her memory back that they were supposed to run off together to LA. So that's sad.
who was supposed to run off together to LA?
Lucy and
Oh, their
Savvy.
friend. Savvy. Oh, I thought you meant a man and a girl. Yeah. Yeah. Well, do you have any other thoughts? Those are all my pinpoints
Do you
here.
think she obviously didn't stage it like people were saying at the end, right? Or like lie about it or make or since she's made up memories before, this isn't like a made up memory, right?
Um, we'll
I
never
don't
know.
I don't think it is. But
Didn't Emmett admit to?
no, he said that he was being really nice and saying Lucy's like losing it and she's like making up her memory and kind of like framing him.
That's kind of an open-ended ending because you could kind of speculate that maybe she is super manipulative and
Right,
those memories were just her real thoughts and she actually did it, and Emmett's just like a little psycho, but he didn't actually kill her.
right. But Emmett was there, so it definitely could have been him, and it probably was.
What do you think about her affair with Ben?
But then, oh, that one I approve of. Seems cool.
Yeah, at first I didn't kind of trust him, but I was like, oh, okay, I like it.
Yeah, I like him.
Did we ever get a reaction from Lucy's mom, Kathleen's husband's reaction to her having an affair with Colin? Did he find out?
They found out at the party, at Grandma's party.
Oh, right.
The whole
Did he
family
care?
found out.
Did he care?
No, I remember her snapping and saying something like he knew, or just something about their marriage being boring, and like obviously she was doing that. Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there
Because she
you go.
probably, yeah, she probably has multiple affairs, but
That guy Colin, did she meet him when she went back home?
I don't know. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't remember.
All right. Well,
But yeah,
I
good
thought,
book. It kept you on your toes. New information kept coming out. It's fun because I love those like small town kind of drama. They're all
yeah,
like in each other's lives intertwined.
totally.
Yeah.
Loved it. Okay, so that was our 4-star read. We loved it. I don't know if we missed anything. I think we covered most of it. Our next book, should we call it November, December, or November, January?
Um, we're already halfway. So let's say December.
December, January.
I like December. Yeah, December.
Okay, so I'm gonna pick my next book. I was trying to see. I wanted to pick a book that's not even out yet. It comes out in February, so I had to look through my thing. So
Oh,
I've chosen, which hopefully it's a good choice. We haven't read this author yet. The author is A.R. Torre. So A.R.Torre. A.R. Torre or Torre. I don't know how you say the
okay.
name. It's called The Last Party.
Last party. Is it like a murder?
Um, Peter Waltz lives with her husband Grant and their precious daughter Sophie in a gated Pasadena community, blah, 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 blah. 23 years ago, Leewood confessed to murdering 2 young girls during a birthday party. So
Oh,
it's
okay.
kind of like a thriller.
Yeah, I like a thriller.
Yeah, but it's rated really well. The reviews are really good. It sounds like something I would like. I haven't read this author, so that's always fun. Um, and fun fact, I think I saw one of the reviews was Frida McFadden, which I love when if she gives a book a high review, like I know I'll probably like it.
Oh,
So
cool.
she read it and said she really liked it.
Okay, perfect.
So The Last Party by A.R. Torre or Torre, I don't know how you say his last name. And that's what we'll read next. Get on
Cool.
board. You'll love it. And I'm not making my Goodreads goal this year, I don't think, but we'll try again next year.
How short are you?
I'm about 8 to 10 books short.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're definitely not making it.
Oh, so sad. Oh well. What can I do? I got
Oh,
stuff to
well.
do, people.
Right.
All right, that's our salty book for this month. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.